Hello
Hello
everyone,
everyone,
welcome to another episode of Curious Minds. I'm your host Prosper and I have here with me.
that Jegede.
Happy New Year once again. We trust you guys are having a good New Year. I've enjoyed my New Year. How about you, Clara? How's it been so far for you?
It has been good. It has been, we are living. It has been nice. It has been nice. It's okay.
Okay, we thank God. This January is even fast.
Yeah,
Today is
very
10th day.
fast. Exactly. What about you? Have you started your gymming?
Now what?
Your gymming? I should be saying.
I'll start in February. January has gone already. So anyway, let's not waste much of our time. We're going to today's topic, which is the mirror test. And I don't mean going to your bedroom mirror and looking at yourself and striking a pose. I basically mean looking beyond your physical appearance and having this self-image that shapes your lives, thoughts, and perceptions.
So now, what's the mirror test? Just as Prosper said, it's not about the physical appearance. It's not about your physical reflection. It's not about what you can see. It's mostly about what you see beyond what the mirror is showing you. You understand? It means like your self-worth, your self-esteem. The mirror test is basically a self-recognition test or a self-awareness test.
Yes.
You understand? You looking at yourself in the mirror and then looking at what is beyond the surface, like beyond what the mirror is showing you. That's exactly what the mirror test is all about. That's what mirror test means. So now, Prosper, why do you think the mirror test is like a very important step or important test?
Okay, so I think the mirror actually a powerful symbol on its own because the mirror actually shows our physical appearance, or beyond that, it also shows our insecurities, our potentials.
Yes.
And when you go to the mirror, that's when you find that I have cute tits, my belly is big, I need to go to the gym.
Yes.
But then what about going in front of that mirror and saying, I look beautiful today? I look amazing, my belly is okay, I don't need to, or if okay, it's even okay to be self-aware. You understand? Okay, some things that need to be fixed, your personal
Yes,
appearance,
exactly. Knowing your strengths and
but they're not letting it damage your self-worth or make you feel low about yourself. Do you understand? So I think it's a very powerful symbol, but it's also determined on how you want to see yourself, look at your perception, your perspective. So I think it's very powerful too in that aspect. I just need to know how to balance, this symbol and use this for our own advantage. You understand? So I think it's powerful too. So what do you think is the main or the root cause for mirror test?
Exactly. There are times where the mirror tests don't work out. You understand? Like most people, they look at themselves. Like the main purpose of the mirror test is to know your strengths and your weaknesses and to work on
Your
them.
potential.
Exactly. But most people, they look at themselves in the mirror and they just don't like what they see. You understand? Even most people say they don't even like looking at themselves.
Yes, but then they'll find one thing to
talk about
to
or
judge about
to
themselves.
just judge about themselves. Exactly. So I think or I know that one of the reasons why the mirror test doesn't work is low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, it just doesn't work. It won't work because you look at yourself in the mirror and then all you see are flaws upon flaws upon flaws. And flaws, it's not that they are bad, they are good, and it's what makes us a person, makes us human, and makes us who we are. But most people, they tend to take flaws as something that should just bring them down, something that should just not make them feel devalue them and all of that stuff. And I think another one would be negative words, especially from people around you. You understand? When people, especially, it's one thing that I've noticed that when you're among your friends or maybe me, if they see something wrong, they'll pinpoint it, and once they pinpoint it, they might use it to start gisting, joking, and
just argue
exactly like what the story I told you. And that kind of thing, if someone has like a low self-esteem, that person will tend to feel really, really down and really, really bad. Anytime the person looks at him or herself in the mirror, that's all the person will see. that brick forward. That's when
Then they start, maybe tying scarves
exactly
or
to
doing
try to
fringe,
cover
what
it
is
up,
up.
to cover it up. And that, I think that should be one another reason why that
People
causes
fail the
failed the
mirror
mirror
test.
test. Another thing would be the social media, because like that should be even be one of the number one,
The topmost factor. Mm-hmm.
yeah, one of the number one causes. There are a lot of things being shown on the on social media. You see
The perfectionist life.
exactly, and most of the times all of them are just fake. Yeah, they're all lies upon lies.
Even us,
And
starting this podcast, even us ourselves, like people are just, this was online, or this guy really like getting it, They don't even know how many
exactly.
times we
know,
fail, start
choose
again.
lane
Do you understand?
through,
So we only show
exactly.
you what you guys want to see. We don't show you the BTS. We don't show you what
Exactly.
goes on in our life or
Behind
in
the
our own
scenes.
backyard.
Yes,
You understand? That's why
exactly.
when people they judge themselves based on what they see online, even when it comes to relationships, when it comes to living the luxury life, they don't even know people do to get that luxury life. They don't even know what people face in their marriages. When you intend your own relationship, when you base a relationship on someone else's marriage relationship,
exactly.
you understand? I don't even know what goes on behind the doors. So I feel like it's also a major factor when it comes to failing the mirror test.
Exactly, and that's so true. And there'll be times where the truth comes out, and then people are always surprised. Like, why are you surprised? Especially when it comes to celebrities or influencers, where they're showing you this part of their lives, but when the other part of their life comes out, they're like, "Ah, is this the person that I know? Is this
The person that being used as a
Exactly.
role model
So
to judge myself.
social media is bad, and it's good, but it also has its own like bad side also. I think that's another reason, the social media part. And I would also say your the way you view yourself. There are times where a lot of people tend to, it might not just be about people saying something bad about you, or it might not be just about social media. There are times people on their own, they just feel that they are not beautiful
Say, why do you
enough.
need haters?
Yes,
You have
exactly.
yourselves.
Exactly. There are some people, they just don't feel good about themselves. They just don't feel like they're beautiful or they've accomplished
Just tend
enough.
to judge. And even when the funny thing is, even when they achieve success, they still don't even realize it. They still don't even want to. Okay, except for that. Okay, I've done this. And they still want to put pressure on themselves. You understand? And it's the new year. We need to just, okay, accept for what we are.
Yes,
Accept for what you are, because you are the best person on earth. The best version of yourself on earth.
Yes, exactly. And it just made me remember a book that I read, and it's called the I5 book, I5 Habits by Mel Robbins. And she was like, anytime she looks at herself in the mirror, she high fives herself. When your hands meet, just tell herself that, oh, you've done good, you've done great, that she's proud of herself and all of that. And you can also take up the habit of every morning just look at yourself in the mirror and high five yourself. That's a wrap for today. Prosper, do you have anything you'd like to add?
So I'd like to say the mirror is beyond a piece of glass. Even though it shows us our physical appearance, our physical reflection, is more than that. And it's up to us to define what we want to see beyond the surface. Instead of looking at yourself and say, oh, I have a big belly, I have crooked teeth, I'm not fat enough, I'm too skinny. Just look at the values that define us, change our points of view. So I'll leave us on that note.
Okay, thank you so much, Prosper. So before I conclude this today's episode, I'll urge you to read I5 Habits by Mel Robbins. You're going to gain one or two things from that book, like I've mentioned earlier. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you guys were able to learn one or two things from today's episode.
Please follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Radio, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. We'll be there waiting for you next week, same time, Friday, 5 p.m. Until next time, I'm your host, Prosper and I have here with me,
Clara Jegede.
Bye.